Today we're doing two NBA player props here on PrizePicks for Friday, November 3rd. It's actually the first day of this new NBA in-season tournament. Before I get started, you guys, link in the description below. Hop into the premium Discord, $9.30 per month. It comes out to 31 cents per day. It's where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks. We also have other elite premium cappers in there as well that post all of their plays, research, and analysis. And again, if you're in the Discord right now, you know how crazy we went last night with NBA, Thursday Night Football, and college football even. Even picks I gave a total of, I think I gave 8 total slips, and we had 6 of those total slips cash. 6 total green 2-man plays, 3 from Thursday Night Football, so total 6 of 6 for Thursday Night Football plays. I gave an NBA pair and a college football pair, and then our DeAndre Hopkins taco cashed as well. So again, link in the description for that. Also, I do need to mention I'm not a gambling expert, and this is not financial advice. These are simply plays I'm personally looking at making, hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. Again, no one's pressing submit on those parlays other than yourselves. But again, if you don't want to join the Discord, I'm always giving out these free plays here on this YouTube channel. So also drop a like on this video and hit that subscribe button because I do drop content like this every single day. But 2 free plays here for this NBA Friday night slate. Let's not waste any time. It is also Flex Friday over on PrizePicks, but let's get into it. The first play is going to be points, rebounds, plus assists. It's going to be an absolute buy low here. It's going to be Julius Randle over 30.5 PRA. Now, I know in general, NBA community, NBA fans, Twitter, whatever it may be, YouTube even, people don't like Julius Randle. Like Julius Randle has a ton of haters, and obviously it comes from him, playing for the Knicks specifically. But at 30.5 PRA, this is an absolute buy low opportunity here. So we look at Julius Randle, right? We take a look just over the course of 5 games this season. And again, 5-game sample size to start the season. He did have a small, procedure or surgery done in the offseason on his ankle. Obviously takes some time to get things ramped up to begin the season. But 30.5 PRA is just extremely low for Julius. He's over this line already in 3 of 5 games, right? 3 of 5 games, he's already hit the over on this line. Now, we look specifically at this matchup. Obviously, this is the first game of the in-season tournament. It's the Knicks versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And let's actually refresh this. I don't know why there's no over-under or spread here, but I'm expecting this to be a close game. And also, RJ Barrett's currently questionable, and he's apparently iffy for this matchup. So if he gets ruled out, this line will move, right, from 30.5, just to be honest, because he's on PrizePicks currently, RJ Barrett is. But we take a look at Julius Randle. This is his PRA game log last season on the road when he plays 31-plus minutes, over in 34 of 40 games last season on the road. Look at this hit rate, right, just right off the bat. Look at the hit rate for Julius Randle. We know the type of player that he is, right? He can fill up the stat sheet pretty easily. I think since he's become a starter with the Knicks, he averages like 0.98 PRA per minute. So like he's going to play 30-plus minutes in a close game easily, right? So we take a look specifically at Julius Randle, his points plus rebounds, like I said, a little bit more in depth. Points plus rebounds plus assists, game log last season, locking 32 plus minutes on the road. He didn't have less than 30 PRA in every single game last season when he played 32 plus minutes on the road. Every single game. His lowest, he finished with 30 PRA, you guys, 19-8-3. His lowest game last season when he played 32 plus minutes on the road, 30 PRA. This is absolute buy low opportunity for Julius. He started the season just not shooting the ball well. Like, let's just look at his game log, right? His game log this season, right? Obviously this 5-game sample size. Let's break this down to this season for Julius. Right, he finished 16 PRA. He played absolutely horrible. 3 for 15. He's been shooting under 40% in every game except for one. He played against Atlanta, 38 PRA, 17, 12, and 9, 19, 10, and 2. Okay, I mean, Julius, he's gonna shoot the ball a little bit better, and I think that time is coming. It's gonna come around for him. He's actually also shot 0% from 3 in 2 games as well. And Cleveland is a tough matchup against Evan Mobley, right? Cleveland does have a nice defensive scheme. Had to face Zion in this game. Atlanta is absolute easy work. And then 32 PRA against Boston. Like, we're going to say that Julius Randle can't finish with 14, 11, and 7 against the Milwaukee Bucks. We take a look at Julius, head-to-head, if we just clear this out completely. Last season, he finished over on this line in 2 games versus Milwaukee, 31 PRA, and then his most recent game versus the Bucks, 46 PRA, 25, 16, and 5. Okay, but this is not the same Milwaukee team, you guys. Milwaukee has the 2nd worst defensive rating in the NBA. The 2nd worst. Like, the Milwaukee Bucks, their defense is nowhere near the same as what it once was. Okay? Like, Julius Randle, we know also, too, he plays a lot better on the road. Like, let's just open this up in a new tab here. Like, Julius, if you take a look at his splits, I think we can look at his splits here. Last season, let's look at his 2023 NBA splits. No, this is this season. Well, anyways, we know Julius Randle, his splits home versus away, like so much better on the road. I don't know why that is. He plays so much better on the road. Compared to how he plays at home. And he's going to play a ton of minutes, right? The usage is going to be there for him. And then we look at kind of similarly, like I said, the Bucks, horrible on defense. And we look at forwards, PRA game log this season versus the Bucks, right? Siakam, Scotty Barnes, Kelly Oubre have all hit the over on this. Tobias Harris finished with 29. Sadiq Bey, 25. Jalen Johnson, 22, right? And these guys, Julius Randle can fill up the stat sheet, I would say. Maybe, I mean, Scotty Barnes is there with him. Siakam's there with him, and they both finished with 38 and 39 PRA. Combined, these are two players in the same exact game, 38 and 39 PRA. We look at guards. Guards PRA, Tyler Hero, Tyrese Maxey, Dennis Schroeder, Trae Young, all finished 30-plus PRA. Centers as well. Joel Embiid, 37. Jakob Poeltl, 27. Right? Clint Capella, 25 PRA in 23 minutes. The Bucks defense is just nowhere near the same as what they once was. And, I mean, essentially, we can guarantee Julius is going to finish with 12 to 13 to 14 RA. Like rebounds plus assists, he's able to fill up that stat sheet, right? And I think also something that helps when we look at this kind of matchups, Brook Lopez pulls players away from the paint. He's going to have a matchup versus Giannis, but I think that kind of helps Julius to stay engaged, right? To stay just overall engaged in the offense and in the defense. And sometimes if you watch Julius play, he does look a little bit like disengaged. But having to face Giannis, you know, that intensity, I think that kind of helps Julius. And just in comparison, like he's averaging 7.8 potential assists per game for 5.2 total assists per game, 18 potential rebounding chances per game, 10.2 rebounds. So he's averaging 15 RA on the season, right? We're going to get some positive regression here for Julius Randle shooting the basketball. You know, this is a guy who, since joining the Knicks, is like, what did he average last season? Let's just see this. Last season, Julius averaged, where can I look at his just seasons stat review 2020? I don't know where I can just look at seasons. I don't know why this is so difficult. But this is a guy who averaged like, I don't think he averaged like 24 points per game last season. So, I mean, here we go. 25 points per game. 25, 10, and 4. Last season, he averaged literally 39 PRA. We just need 31 PRA from him tonight. I think it's an absolute buy low opportunity against the second worst defense in the NBA. Like, this is through 4 games. They have the second worst defense in the NBA. So I like Julius Randle, buy low opportunity here. Again, if you don't like it, don't tail it. Second play here is going to be Chet Holmgren, and I like his over 32.5 fantasy score here. Again, another kind of buy low opportunity as the books haven't fully got acclimated to the player Chet Holmgren is. But we look at Chet, right? Over in 3 of 5 games this season, and is over at least 22 fantasy in every single game, coming off a game where he finished with 40.7 fantasy points against the Pelicans, 38.3 against Detroit, and then had a game here against Cleveland with 57.6. We look at Chet a little bit deeper here for Chet Holmgren, right? Fantasy score wise, finished with 38 fantasy against the Pistons in only 24 minutes. Okay. Also finished 22.8 fantasy against the Nuggets, which is obviously a tough matchup versus Jokic. 19-4. 22.3 fantasy points against the Bulls in only 25 minutes. But we take a look, like, he's defensive stats, you guys. Look at these games. 3 stocks, 6 stocks, 8 stocks. He's got 3 games with at least 3 stocks in each of those games. Like, if Chet Holmgren tonight can get us 3 stocks, that's a great floor, right? 9 fantasy points right there alone. But what I like this play specifically, we look at this matchup, Golden State versus OKC at home for OKC. We know Shai Gilgeous is going to be out. That is a ton of usage, a ton of volume, and a ton of shots that is going to be out of this OKC lineup. Okay, a ton. We look at centers that have faced the Warriors this season. We know, even going back to last season, the centers absolutely cooked the Warriors. Look how many centers. Sengun, 35.5. Nurkic, 37.3. Sabonis, 46.2 and 59.1. Okay, and we take a look at all 4 of these guys that have cleared this line versus the Warriors. Only one of them has had a block. Like, Sabonis did it without any stocks, and so did Sengun, did it without any stocks. 35.5 fantasy. Valanciunas in 23 minutes, 28.7 fantasy points in 23 minutes. Okay, in a super small sample size this season, right, with Shai Gilgeous off the floor, Chet Holmgren has the highest usage on the OKC Thunder at 29.2. He's averaging 58.2 fantasy points and 1.6 fantasy points per minute with Shai Gilgeous off the court, you guys. 58.2. And on the season, Chet Holmgren, right, through 5 games, this is his rookie year, 1.27 fantasy points per minute, you guys. 1.27. which is up here. What is this? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ninth highest in the NBA. 1.27 fantasy points per minute. If you do the math, Chet Holmgren in a close game is going to play 30 plus minutes. I mean, he's coming off a game where he played. What did he play last? He just played against the New Orleans Pelicans 37 minutes in a close game, right? The Pelicans obviously the Thunder obviously believe in him. Backup center is also out, Jalen Williams, or he's currently a game time decision here. Questionable Friday. He's yet to make his debut. So again, regardless, Chet Holmgren is going to play 30 plus minutes in a close matchup. And even just we know that the Warriors get cooked by centers on the season. The Warriors third most fantasy points to the center position. The third most, you guys. And that's with players, like I said, not even making an impact defensively. Not even making. Drew Eubanks in 19 minutes had 3 blocks. Valanciunas had 2 blocks here. I mean, these are players that aren't playing a ton of minutes. I mean, and scoring these fantasy points. In 19 minutes, Drew Eubanks, 21.4. Just you can do the math here. You can kind of understand where I'm coming from with Chet Holmgren. I don't think the books have, and PrizePicks has acclimated to Chet Holmgren. So here are the 2 YouTube plays. It's an absolute buy low for Julius Randle. And Chet Holmgren as well, I think, is in a great spot. 2 YouTube plays. Drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, check out all the links in the description below, and let's cash.